Okay, let's start off the watch list video for tomorrow, which is going to be Thursday, April 12th, with this quick reminder that we're doing a Q&A tomorrow right at the closing bell. So come hang out with us right after the closing bell, and any questions you have. Now, I always think it comes off as arrogant if I say ask us anything, because we don't know everything about every method of trading. What we are experts in is our method of trading. So anything you've seen in a video or any stock you've seen us trade, I'd be happy to project the chart and explain the setup and all that. So that's kind of what we want to do. If you've been through our webinars, we got a whole several free free webinars, all free content. The link to the free webinars, if you want to watch some of them before the Q&A tomorrow, and that might give you something to ask questions about. The link will be in the description to this video to our free webinars. Also, the link to register for this Q&A session right at the closing bell tomorrow will be in the description of this video, along with a special to a lifetime membership to our live day trading chat room. So love to see you there tomorrow. SPY was pretty, I mean, that's a really narrow range today relative to most of the daily candles recently. It was a really, if I go to 5-minute candles, you see it was really choppy session. Gap down, came up, basically almost filled the gap, then went back to low of day, then took out the high of day, then ended up taking out the low of day. I mean, that's just a really choppy, narrow range session. Not a lot of great opportunities out there, but I did trade well enough to have my account back to highs for the year and back in cash as always at night. So I don't have a big list for tomorrow. I actually have a couple sub-dollar stocks which I don't normally trade. Have to zoom in even to see this, but INPX, really have to zoom in. These are daily candles. So you had this big day here from 65 to $1.21. And if you look at, it's got lower highs, higher lows. It's really just coiling. If it breaks $1 tomorrow, that might be enough to kind of break this coil, and maybe it breaks out. So not in love with it, but it's worth watching. SLS, let me pan out a little bit more here. So we had this big move on SLS on over 15 million shares this day. It gapped up and went all the way to 1069, and then the next day it actually went through 11 before reversing. And since then, it's just been, kind of grinding back lower on almost no volume. It did hold the 20-day. And then today is the first day where it really closed solidly above its open. I would point out it only traded 168,000 shares today. So, but I do like the fact that it held the 20-day. I think maybe this thing's ready to bounce tomorrow. I like it kind of over today's high, over 620. We'll see. Be careful with it. I want to make sure that it's getting a little bit of volume before I even get interested in it at all. ARGS, nice volume for this stock today, and actually a pretty good range from 71 to $1.16. We'll see if it gives us a continuation day tomorrow. CADC, nice little candle here. Pretty good range for from 215 to 334 was the range here. Let's go to intraday. You can see that most of the action, this to me, this whole area here looks like paint splatter. And then all of a sudden it got volume at the end of the day. So we'll see if something's up there. But pretty nice looking candle. We'll see if it gets some follow through tomorrow. DELT, another low volume stock. But it's coming out of nice support. Kind of attempted to break out of the tight range it was in about a week ago, and then closed at its highs today. I look at a break of this high over $1.60 as another potential catalyst for maybe a run to 2. Today's high was 137. You can see it did have a little bit of extra volume today, but still barely traded 500,000 shares. So not in love with this one either because of that, but there's not a lot out there right now. AAOI, nice volume day, kind of breaking a trend line here. If you follow the mouse, it's kind of a trend line that's breaking that today. So we'll see if we get a follow-through day tomorrow. Again, maybe a red to green or something. And then a bounce play, American Airlines, AAL. I mean, that's not a pretty chart, but it's down 5 days in a row on pretty big volume the last couple days. And, back in November, it bounced off of 45.27. It basically is down there for 5 days straight in a row to get down to that area. Pretty good setup. And then also some support around 43. It's certainly overdue for a bounce, so I think it's worth watching. And now, again, that's it. That's my list, and we'll see if we can, find some decent gap play setups tomorrow as well. We'll see what's gapping in the pre-market tomorrow. So short and sweet tonight. Have a great night. We'll see everybody tomorrow.